Hi, and welcome to my Hardcore Nuzlocking Pokemon Emerald Kaizo Until I Win series. Here are the rules. I can only catch the first Pokemon I encounter in each new area. Unless it's a duplicate, then I must re-roll. Battles must be played in set mode, and there's a level cap equal to the gym leader's strongest Pokemon +1. We start by beating Brendan, grabbing our early route encounters, then jumping into the grunt battle in Petalburg Woods. Is it just me, or is this battle, which I used to think was so challenging, getting easier and easier? Numb Flame Wheels to one-shot Magnemite, then crit one-shots the Coughing. Houndour's Super Fangs, halving our health, while Numb gets off a stomp for a little under half before her Berry heals her back up. Hay switches into another Super Fang, but the damage doesn't really matter, she can easily finish off the Houndour with Bubble Beam. Next is Bagon, who odd charms down, then secret powers until it's KO'd. Finally, the Duskull comes out. Since it likes to be super annoying, I decide to turn the tables and sand attack its accuracy down, before damaging it until it goes down. Finally, the only major obstacle that stands between us and Rustboro is Trainer Red. Odd does the classic Love Disc charm damage KO strat against Eevee. 21 tries to take the Pikachu on 1v1, but Red ends up switching in Charmander. Fortunately, 2 can play at that game, so I switch as well, bringing in Hay to tank a Flame Wheel before revenge KOing with Bubble Beam. 21 tries to finish the Pikachu, but after a crit quick attack, it's just not safe to keep him in. Thankfully, Meat Morp is able to come and take the attacks well enough to get the knockout. Gale gusts Bulby, and between Hay and Odd, Squirtle is inflicted with Parafusion, before ultimately going down to a crit gust. Once we head through, grabbing some new encounters on the way, Mr. Top Percentage Rattata unfortunately lives up to his name, and we end up losing Meat Morp to a critical hit secret power. Still, with only 1 death so far, we're definitely in a good spot to beat Roxanne. Though I must admit, before the battle had even started, I made some errors. I've been working on a solo run with an unevolved Pokemon, and thus it's ingrained in me now to hit B when I see a Pokemon evolve. So out of habit, 21 and Brittany are still their base forms, even though they could have evolved. Furthermore, we missed the range to take out Roxanne's Nose Pass, leaving us paralyzed and heavily damaged. We have to switch in Odd to try and take out the Relicanth, but it KOs him before he has the chance. Luckily, Mag steps up, rock throwing it down. Out comes Relicanth, which 21 easily one-shots with Bullet Seed. With the leap, I use the classic Toxicate and then switch so its attacks are not very effective strategy until the Toxic gradually does more and more damage and drains its HP down to 0. Even a boost from Ancient Power increasing all its stats isn't enough to keep it from this fate. With 2 Pokemon left, Roxanne chooses to send out her ace, Lunatone. Although 21 isn't evolved, he actually makes quite easy work of the Lunatone, 2-shotting it with Bullet Seed, though he does survive on just 5 HP. With only the Shuckle remaining, Iron Melter comes out to use Toxic and get off a little bit of damage. Shuckle uses Rollout, and I'm pretty worried about the damage increasing, but Mag takes it like a champ. Out comes Brittany to finish it off, and we've beaten Roxanne. After consciously forcing myself not to press the B button, our Pokemon evolve and it's onto the Dewford side of things. I make sure to get revenge on the bulk up Mankey from last run, but this time we have a different issue with Black Belt Christian. His Alakid gets a freeze against Mag. This puts me in a bit of an awkward position. After switching, I try Confusion and it works pretty well. I get a proc and Iron Melter is able to finish him off, but the team was heavily damaged in the process. So Iron Melter can't survive Makuhita. thanks to a bulk up critical hit rock slide. Brittany comes in and thankfully she is able to finish the job. But rest in peace, Iron Melter. Furthermore, something horrible happens against Sailor Brendan's Poliwhirl. 21 misses the KO and, after being put to sleep, is critical hit and knocked out. Wow, I don't think I've lost my starter in a long time. Despite having bled Pokemon this entire run, I actually feel we have a pretty good team for Brawly. We start with Kiki, switching her in and out to intimidate down the Hitmontop. Then after some chip damage, Gale comes in to finish him off. Against Hitmonlee, Gale is able to straight up one-shot him with Air Slash. We shift back to the Intimidate strategy against Hitmonchan, so we can safely get some chip damage again. And then once again, our MVP Gale deals the finishing blow. Meditite comes in, but Gale is here to one-shot. Poliwrath is next, so we send in Kiki to intimidate it a single time and get a safer switch into Brittany, who thankfully breaks out of being frozen straight away to 3-shot the Poliwrath. We're left with Brawly's ace, Hariyama. Brittany stays in to take a fake out, Kiki gets off an intimidate, Hay does some chip damage, and after another round of intimidate, Gale comes in. Though she misses the damage range to KO Hariyama, she easily lives to finish him off next turn. We've had some losses this run, hey, but it's definitely still alive. See you in part 2.